All right, good morning, cyber traders. Welcome back on this Wednesday. Good to see you. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. All right, looks like we're live on YouTube, Facebook. Good to see you all. Gene, Phil, Randy, good to see you all. Everybody, what was yesterday? Oh, that's right. It was Tuesday. And what do we know about Tuesday? Tuesdays are and Wednesdays and Thursdays are the best days to trade. We had a really good afternoon. Great movement in certain stocks. We're going to talk a little bit about it. We got a couple other good stocks that are moving this morning. We're getting a little bit of a pushback on the market, about 200 points. We heard about what happened in China. I tell you, it's like one foot in the door, 1 foot out the door. We made a little bit of a comeback on some of the market regarding about that little correction we had. But overall, we got some good things that are moving, and we're going to check them out. But we got some good stocks this morning also. There was a couple of good swing trades that we did are doing pretty well too. We're going to check those out. And but let's start off talking about what happened yesterday. So a couple of stocks I want to bring up. Let me just blow this up over here so you guys can see what's going on. And we're going to talk about this MRIN. This is a pretty cool stock. I want to talk about that. Some pretty interesting news that I want to share on that one. So anyway, we had the CRVS trade. All right. So that stock right there for everyone that was trading yesterday. We had a stock that went from 540. You could see it right at the gate at 930. Kind of didn't really picked up some decent momentum until about 1130 when it hit $6, and then boom, they had a nice little pop to around 8. And then going into the close, it ran from that 8 all the way to about 940. Beautiful run up, nice little trend. And she's pretty interesting because she's still holding here. So I'm going to put it back on my watch list, the CRVS. I kind of like that. Gets a nice little pharmaceutical stock. Must have came out with some good stocks. Richard, nice to see you too. Welcome aboard. Hopefully you had enjoying your day. What else we got? The RWLK. So that was another nice little cheap mover. Nice little trend. 930 went from like $1.50 all the way up to about 260. You could have traded several thousand shares of this stock. Nice little cheap little stock also. We trade the stock many of times, by the way. But but as a, if it's a little too slow, you could trade a lot of shares. If you're new, you could just trade very small lots, get your feet wet, get into the game. But RWLK did pretty well too. Uber was also awesome yesterday. Uber just came out with some good earnings, nice little push. Earnings, this stock has been basically taking a big hit. Let me just show you here on the long-term chart. So Uber obviously has been taking a pretty big hit right here. It came straight down, and it's up again this morning. It's been on a nice little uptrend here. So Uber still got a lot to go. I unfortunately own it. I'm actually happy it went up. I kind of wrote it down. I actually I own it right around 46, and it wrote down to 38. I did. It's more of a long-term trade, I'll be honest with you, but I'm actually happy. I'm like breaking even right now. So, Uber obviously, something that, I'm looking at a long-term on that Uber trade. What else that move? The LCID also nice move on this stock. It was trading around $24, went to about 20, almost to 28. Great pre-market. Great at the great pre-market and great open. Stock had a great push right out of the gate. Ran from that $24.50 all the way to 26 with a matter of 30 minutes. Nice move. Exactly what we're looking for. What else that we got? Let me just share this. What else we got going on here? We have the QS. QS also nice early run up. Had a nice little shake right here. Started right from about $20, popped up and went all the way to 23. That one, and then the last but not least, the NNVC. These are all the stocks that we traded yesterday. So this one had a hell of a slingshot. This thing just literally just went from like $5 all the way to 760. You had plenty of time to get out of it. And then all of a sudden, the things finally came back down. So right here, I know Josh was talking about it, but like the writing is on the wall, and I'll zoom in here a little bit closer so you guys could see it. But you could see that it was doing a triple top, and it was making more of a Fausto flag on the downside. So if you didn't get out around that 740 and you kept saying, maybe 760, maybe it's going to 780. If you didn't get out there, you literally had about an hour and a half to figure that one out. You should have saw that iceberg order out there. You had consolidation going on. Should have got out of that trade, because if you didn't, boom, you blew up your account. Once again, these are the things that you learn at Cyber Trading University. And by the way, don't forget, we just posted class today at 10:35. So we're going to trade the morning. For anyone that's a student, you know what's going to go on. You got to get into class. The most important thing and the most successful and best trade you could ever make is being in class. Okay, don't worry about the stock market. It's not going out of business. All right, there's plenty of these things out there every day. So let's talk about what's going on. Let's talk about what's going on this morning. So anyway, I just posted in YouTube. On YouTube, Tina actually had a stock, and we're talking about this MRIN. So there is a strategy out there that sometimes we see some stocks that we don't see any news. And a lot of you remember MRIN. We traded this stock right here back in June. The stock was about $1.50. This thing was a phenomenal short squeeze. Stock went all the way to $27. All right. So, she basically owns it, and she called me yesterday. We were talking about it. But there was this unusual options that was going on. There was somebody came in and did a big option play. That's another strategy that, that I personally don't teach. I know I have some other friends of mine that do teach that. But when you see an imbalance on options, you got to remember, somebody has to cover that trade. So they got to go to the market and buy it. So that's basically what you got to look at when it comes to MRIN. So there was an unusual options activity. Someone out there did a big option trade on it, and that really has something to do it. And it was funny, but when you look at the intraday chart right here, I'm going to go back here on 2 days. It happened right around here, right around 12 o'clock. You could see how it just literally just went from like 520 all the way to 570. And, and then let me just zoom out. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. So you see, went for 550 right in the after hours, right there. You could see it, and then all of a sudden, boom, the thing just literally just took off. So it still looks pretty strong. I kind of, so you're looking pretty decent there, Tina. All right, so a couple other stocks out there that are moving also. We're going to put on the watch list. Let me just bring this back down. So we got this one. We got the AEMD. Yes, Michael, we're going to talk about my SAVA. I'm really, really excited. Had the same situation that happened with that one too. The AEMD had really good pre-market. It was nice yesterday. Had a nice push. You could see it had a nice little pre-market trade right here at 460 and went right back up. If I go back yesterday, you could see it had this nice little move right here. But she's got good volume. I mean, 6.6 million shares in the pre-market. She's got nice spread, penny spread, what we're looking at. So, I just didn't like how it went from that 530 all the way down to the 460 when it started around 730 down. But it looks like she's got a little bit of movement here. I would be careful. Don't let this spread, because looking at how it's trending, it's probably in the category 2, category 3 range. So that one's going on the watch list. ONTX. Also, stock had a nice little pop gap up right here, 5 million shares, up 17%, but she's trending down, okay? She started right around 815 at the 540. She's down, the 640. She's down to the 560s now. See, she holds for a little bit. If you go to if you look at level 4, you'll see some of those iceberg orders out there. We just got to be careful they don't get filled. That one's doing pretty well. SAVA was a good swing trade. So, I'm a little disappointed because I had this big pop. It went all the way to 68. But this stock right here took a huge hit. Stock had major support levels right around here, around the 40. A lot of you, if you were here with me a couple of last week, we all jumped in right around here. Around the 445, had a nice move, but I got a little nervous right here. I'm a little disappointed because I sold half my position. I guess that's the conservatism in me. And when it comes to trading stocks, I'm not very speculative. As a day trader, you're very conservative. You're like, you don't trust anything. So unfortunately, I got out of half my position, but the stock had a really nice move. And glad at least I had something better than nothing. But yeah, I know a lot of us did trade that stock, and we're doing that as a swing trade. But just be careful. It's not really a day trade. The stock was $140 stock, was down about 100 points. And, that actually had a good move. ATER is another one that's going on the watch list. That's moving pretty nicely. Another one that we've been day trading, and as a day trade, it's been a good swing trade. Started right around $3. You could see it since August. The thing shot up to about 17. Then boom, we had this huge correction right here from $16.60 down to $10. Kind of built some support levels right here. She's been going up every day. Now, if you've been doing your journals and you've been doing and if you're a student here at Cybertrade University, we review your journals with you. It's very important. This is how you make a day trade into a swing trade. The ATER has been, it's been creeping up little by little. Just be careful. It's not your typical level 1, level 2 stock. The stock is pretty volatile. Last but not least, MTNB. Maybe I'll scratch that one. I thought it was going to be pretty good. Forget it. I'll take that out. Scratch. Garbage. Yeah, I know one of you did mention the stock right here too, the LCID trade. Listen, it's been a good day trade, and it's been turning into a good swing trade. It looks like it's going to be testing all-time highs. The stock is an IPO, so the IPO price is $29. It looks like it tried to test it, but this stock breaks it. Remember, when you're on uncharted territories, there's no resistance to stop it from going any higher. So we could get a big spike right there. All right. And for all my friends out there that still think AMC is going to be a $50,000 stock because it's the biggest short squeeze, listen, you come with the supports right around here. If it hits 30 again, but I just don't like it's making a little bit of a Fausto flag on the downside. That's the only thing I'm worried about. I just got a good little pop on Uber right here. I'm just looking. Somebody came in and bought a big buy on Uber, Uber. Uber just had a good pop right here. It's on level 4. See it right there? It was a big buyer right here, and he kind of held it here at 45. Looks like he probably bid it up. It's starting to go back up right there, and seeing that in pre-market. All right, so anything I'm missing I did not call out. All time was that 60 or something, Brian? Okay. So we got our good list right here. We got some, listen, it's Wednesday. You got class today. We had a great event at 4 o'clock yesterday. We had several hundred people in there. It was very, very exciting. A lot of new trial members. If you're new to Cybertrade University, just remember, you got to talk to Education Advisor. Please let them do your walkthrough. Let them show what you're looking at. Just remember, don't buy anything. We're not here to teach you. We're not here to tell you what to buy. We're here to teach you how to buy on your own. So make sure you go out there and just talk to your advisor and let them go over that. So we'll start commentarying in about 15 minutes. After that, we got class. And then if you're watching YouTube, Facebook Live, remember we're live every morning at 9 a.m. and 2:30. So we'll be back here at 2:30. We'll see you back then. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Be safe, and let's make some money today.